Today, I'm here with Paige, and she's going to show us how to get Go High Level clients using personalized videos. It's a special strategy that she has created. And in this video, she's going to break down how this works, real case studies, and walk us through this step by step. Paige, thank you so much for being here. Let's jump right into it because I am so excited to go through this process with you.
Yeah, no doubt. So Declan, this started about 6 years ago. I started coaching all kinds of entrepreneurs, small business owners, how to use video and what to say on camera in order to convert more leads and sales. And it has worked for years for all of those clients. And it's no different today. It's actually probably more important today than it's ever been before because with the rise of AI, we're all a little bit more distrustful. So the fastest way to build trust is by putting yourself on camera.
I love it. That is awesome, Paige. Well, let me ask you this. Does this strategy work for anyone? And do you have some like results you can show us to, prove that this works? Because I know a lot of people out here are saying, oh, try this strategy, try that strategy, but they've never actually done it themselves. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that yap online, but I know that you've gotten a ton of clients and you've also
Yeah.
helped people get clients using. So if you can show us some real results and that some proof that this works, that would be absolutely insane. And then we can just jump right in step by step.
Totally. Yeah, that's expected here. Let me share my screen because I actually did come prepared with a workshop guide for today of what we'll be going over. And I did want to talk about the proof. This is my friend Michelle. She landed a $31,000 client with video outreach. She only sent 5 videos. She was a friend of mine. She had never sold digital marketing or website design before. She was telling me that she had to finish her website before she could reach out. And I told her that she needed to just hit record. And so she found 5 people, 5 businesses that she identified, sent them videos, did some follow up, landed that client. Um, Allah here is part of my community. He had only ever sold a 6K project before. And then I showed him kind of what to say and how to think about video. So he started reaching out on Upwork and Reddit and ended up landing 2 15K projects. This is a video here of how I sold a 22K growth website project for a weight loss company that was all built in high level. And then this ended up for them, for that client and company, it ended up booking 776 calls. Every single one of our high ticket projects and our custom builds for my agency, we sell using video. The video goes in the initial outreach when we're prospecting, and it also goes out when we send the proposals, and it also goes out for any follow up. And you can see here, I've even got more and more testimonials of people who have said that this has worked for them.
Oh, wow. These are all testimonials. These are all people that have used this to get clients. Wow. Yeah, I see you in the pictures. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And it's been amazing. I mean, this woman sold like sexual trauma healing coaching. She was a nutritionist and a weight loss specialist. This woman helped people get into the right and proper nursing home facilities and aging facilities. We had HR executives, professionals, etc. And over the last couple of years, I have now moved into a space where I'm truly helping service providers and agency owners use the same strategies to sell high ticket projects with high level and then benefit off of the opportunity with high level, which hopefully at this point, if you've seen all of Declan's videos or any of mine, you kind of know that this business model allows you to sell projects for a one-time project fee and then collect the software platform fee monthly after that. Benefits you, benefits your clients, and this is now the model that I'm promoting and fully utilizing myself.
So, quick question before we jump in. It seems like this isn't just a strategy that works with Go High Level agencies. This seems like this works for a broad range of niches, because that's really interesting. You were talking about coaching, health and wellness, nursing home people, sexual trauma, agency owners, businesses like this is a very broad strategy, which is interesting because that kind of is a testimony to the power and success of it. So that's really interesting. I haven't seen something work with this many. So this seems like this is actually a very vetted strategy we're about to go over.
Yeah, and I'm never one to overhype things. The
Yeah.
truth is that multiple strategies will work. If you want to run Facebook ads, but you get your messaging dialed in, Facebook ads will work for you. If you want to do billboards or run radio ads, they will work for you if you get your messaging right and dial it in. This just happens to be one strategy that will also work. And the reason why I think it works so well for the average service provider and agency owner is if at the end of the day, that business has to trust in you. They're deciding to hire you and your team and not just some faceless company, which is almost all of us really in this industry, then putting your face on video builds that much more trust that much more quickly. So it's a very like low barrier to entry way to get in. And what I built here in this workshop guide is basically boiling down the process. So Declan, if you want me to go over that, I'm actually going to show you how you can kind of keep this simple, hit record and land your next deal. I will say this is really beneficial if you're willing to put in the time. For example, if 2 hours of your effort generated a 10K sale, would you be willing to do that? I will say if you're selling a $47 item, maybe this is not your best path, exactly what I'm saying. But if you want to sell actual project prices and then build that monthly recurring revenue, this is definitely for you.
Beautiful. Let's jump right in.
Okay, sweet. So the process, just to kind of keep this very, very simple, let me zoom in. Step one, we're going to get or build a list of business owners. I think you've probably seen this on YouTube throughout. There's so many different places you can go, and I'll talk about those. Look up that business. Step three, which is now something amazing that High Level allows us to do, is actually create something for them in advance. I've seen a lot of processes where people will reach out with a simple text message and say, hey, I've made you something. Do you want to see it? Well, this is taking it a step further. And this is actually going ahead and creating something that can take you literally minutes in AI Studio and then hit record on a video and show them that you've built them something. It becomes very appealing and a reason why they would want to reach back to you. So it's optional, but very recommended. Then you're going to film the video. And this is where I get a lot of flack. Most people want to jump to the point where they're just recording one video and sending it out to as many thousands of people as possible. If you don't have your messaging dialed in and you haven't put in the reps, it's like going onto a basketball court and hoping that you're going to sink 10 3-point shots in a row and you haven't picked up a basketball in 10 years. So if you are dialed in with your messaging, by all means, create a process where you're sending out one to many. But if you're interested in that next high ticket client and you're willing to put in the reps and you know that that's where you are right now, then do it. And I mean, to this day, I just know that if I send a video with a proposal, it's going to close the deal, even if we are twice as high. Like we just kicked off a project where they had 3 other quotes from other agencies and were double the price. And I believe wholeheartedly that video in this process gave them more trust in who I am and how and why they should hire our company. So filming the video doesn't really take all that time. Like once you know who you're reaching out to and you take 2 to 3 minutes to look up their business or maybe 5 minutes tops to build something with AI Studio, it'll take you 1 to 4 minutes of recording time. The video you're aiming for is about anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds. And maybe it might take you a take or two if you're not used to doing it. And so that's why I'm allocating that amount of time for it. 2 to 3 minutes to get the email sent. But quite frankly, if you build this thing out where you just are rinsing and repeating, even that is just seconds to send the video. So would you take 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops to create a video that could land you a 10K project?
Of course. And I just have a quick question while we're going through this page. This seems like it's not too hard to do. Can anyone really do this? Or is this like you have to be an advanced videographer and all this crap?
No, anyone can do this. You could film it with your built-in webcam. Like I've been talking to Declan, obviously. His camera is so super crisp. I keep trying to upgrade my setup, but it doesn't matter because I don't think anyone listening to this video right now cares about what my professional, camera looks like. Plus, these are meant to feel like a conversation to a friend. So if you overproduce them, if you edit them, if you make them all flashy, they're not going to land.
Yeah.
I think of it this way, like Declan, if we were in a coffee shop, standing in line, getting a cup of coffee, and we're talking about what we do for a living, and there's someone in that line going, "Oh, I own a business. That's interesting." What would you say, like as you turned around to talk to them? That's what this video should feel like.
Interesting. And so it's not a promo. This is very much like you capturing in the past a conversation and sending it to them.
Yeah, it's a direct conversation. And we'll get to kind of how to build these lists of business owners in a moment, but one thing I do encourage is go local. So that way one of your first lines can be, "Hey, you're in Dallas, I'm in Dallas." It's very conversational. It's when you meet that business owner and you go, "Oh, awesome. Did you grow up here?" It's the kinds of things you do to build trust as a human being in the world. That's what these videos are meant to do and meant to represent. So if you
I
can get
love it.
that right, I think to back to your original question, if you can get that right, you don't need any experience. You need to be willing to get a little uncomfortable and record. You need to be willing to maybe watch some of those recordings back and realize if you were saying or ah or taking way too long to get your point across because that's natural. That's what happens to us. And you should watch it back to make sure that you're not doing the radio announcer voice. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Like
I know exactly what
like
you're
people will turn the camera on and all of a sudden they're like, "Do you need a sham wow?" It's like, "No,
saying.
you don't really talk like that, Bob. Why are you talking like that now?" So that's the goal. That's the goal, is for it to be really natural. And then you're gonna email it to them, obviously. You can send a text message, you can drop it however you wanna drop it, send it in their DMs. We all hear about, like, the DM strategy. Same idea. Once you have the video, get it over to them. Call them, right? So when you follow up, I always talk about, like, call that business. Call them, and your first line over the phone, it doesn't have to be weird because 'cause you're not making a cold call anymore. You're making a warm call, if you will, because your first line on that call is, "I'm just following up to see if you got the video I sent you." "Oh, what video?" "Oh," right? And then the conversation can flow a little bit more than, "Hey, I'm Paige and I have an agency and I can help you build all this kind of stuff." And you don't
Yep.
need any of that. You don't need any of that. You're following up to see if they got a chance to watch the video that you sent them because you, out of the goodness of your heart, took your time out to create it. And so, and then the process from there is once you get that conversation going, don't try and sell immediately. I have this entire other workshop that, maybe if we can get some comments below, if you guys would be interested, then Declan and I can record this full process. I call it my co-discovery call process. Obviously, you've heard about a discovery call, which is essentially your sales call. With a co-discovery call process, you're really developing the scope of the project in a way where they feel like they're part of it, so they're collaborating on it, which makes them buy into what you're gonna put on your proposal. And then here we are, we send a winning proposal. I have a full, guide on that process as well, like what to include, the reason why we're landing deals that are twice as much. It's for web designers, but it's also for agency owners if you're selling AI services in high level, if you're selling, the documents, the CRM, if you're selling social media management, that same thing works. The same ideas about the proposal, and then follow up and onboard the new client. Like that is the process. And I want to go into each of these in more depth. What do you think, Declan? Should we just move forward here?
I love it. Yeah, let's just jump right in. This is super valuable. And guys,
Awesome.
for this workshop code discovery thing, just drop a comment down below requesting it. You can either say workshop or hey, I'm interested, because that's a highly valuable thing that's going to help you guys. So just drop that comment down below if you're interested. All right, let's keep
Yeah.
running through it.
Yeah, and this is, I'll talk about how we talk in the video, and you'll see how positioning this as a benefit gets people to put their guard down and actually want to book that call. Because nobody really wants to book a sales call, right?
Mm-mm.
And so, but would you like to book a call where you can walk away with the strategy for your business, whether you hire me or not? It's a different positioning.
Yep.
Um, okay, so getting a list. The first thing you want to do, also, it should be on the top here, but I'm going to just say it, is look at your existing network. Look at who you know, look at who knows you. If you're gonna go out there to your BNIs or your Rotary clubs, or even just ask, your parents who their friends are that are business owners, or start putting out things on your social media to start capturing that interest, right? You may already have an email list as well, etc. If you need to get a brand new list, then you can go to Google. Obviously, you could go directly to Google and ask to find businesses in your local area. I recommend your city to start, but you can do whatever you like. And then you can Google it, but that's kind of the slow boat way. So then we have all of these sort of like data companies that pull things in and different tools you can use to do kind of cold outreach, etc. Even this one, white label suite that integrates in with High Level and then High Level's own prospecting tool. Doesn't really matter which one you use, but I was going to show you guys Appify. I just kind of found it recently, stumbled upon it, and I'm finding it really easy to just get quick data. And so we'll walk through that process. And then here's a video down here. If you want this workshop guide right here, just let us know in the comments. But here is a video of me walking through one of our community members on how to find dog grooming companies in London using Apollo. So this is where we originally started, but I'm actually going to show you guys.
Real quick page, just quick point, guys. Scroll up just a tad to all those list things. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, really fast. Make sure you're doing your due diligence as far as compliance laws. A lot of people are out here just spamming the shit out of people. Do not do that. Some of these people down here, I'm not going to say who, are not exactly legit. So when you guys go through and get, I don't know about the one you're about to show us, it could be awesome, but just always, depending on your region, state, all this stuff, make sure you're getting actually a quality list that's opted in and you're not just spamming people, because you can get in huge trouble for that. So again, this video is for educational purposes only. Just make sure you do your due diligence. All right, continue, Paige.
Of course, yeah. And this process is to really hit record on a single video to that business owner. And we're pulling public data to do that. I mean, again, what Declan said, do your own due diligence. But here is the tool that I found called Appify. And Appify, that I'm just on a free basic account here. It says I've used 99 cents of $5. I was just kind of checking out how to run some of these things. And you can find these Appify options for searching for businesses that are on Google but don't have websites. And so let me kind of come back over here. So businesses without websites, lead scraper, Google Maps was the one that I have recently used and asked it to pull some results. And then here are those results right here. Looks like I did a dog grooming niche, and you can see all these dog grooming companies. And so I just happened to click on the Purple Poodle Pet Salon. Pull that up. So here it is. I Googled it, right? I'm trying to verify the data. So I went to Google it. I went to see like what's going on with them here. They have 38 Google reviews, tells me they're actually doing something. They do have a physical brick and mortar address, tells me that they're spending money on their rent. They're going to need some help at some point. And then when we go to website here, it takes us to a Facebook page. So this is a prime candidate for, being able to utilize some services and some support for them in High Level. Now, look, you can see here the links, thepurplepoodle.com. I go a little bit further and I go, oh, they don't even own their own domain. So you guys need help, right? So this is a prime candidate of how we can send this video. So let me go back to the workshop guide. So that is a very quick rundown of how to get a list. And like Declan said, do your own due diligence. But now we're going to use this purple poodle grooming as an example here. What do we actually say on the video? And then what can we create an AI studio quickly that will help this company see the possibility of working with us? I'm going to talk about this really quickly because all of those testimonials you saw in the beginning, it came from this framework. Now, obviously, we went through sort of like weeks and weeks of like going in deep on this for their own offers. I'm going to do this really quickly, and you can always put a comment below if you have any questions, and or let us know if you want us to do even more follow-ups on this. So you've obviously heard of Hook Story Offer. I hope, or maybe you haven't, but Hook Story Offer is like the main framework, right, that we use in digital marketing, direct marketing. And within the story piece, you're not telling some la-di-da story about your life. It's all about why are you reaching out to them? I want you to address the elephant in the room, and then you're going to turn on 3 light bulbs. And maybe if you've read some of the secrets books, I'll say you probably have heard of the dominoes. This is my rendition of this because it makes sense in my brain and it's very easy for me to remember. And then we're going to have the call to action down here. So the hook, start out with the reason why you're reaching out to them so you can build rapport in a sentence or 2 tops. If you are local to them, start out with that, right? If you found them on Google and you realized they didn't have a website, start out with that. Get to the point, right? I'm reaching out to you because I care about helping businesses like yours. I found you on Google, wanted to reach out. I'm right here local, that sort of thing. That is the hook. Your hook in a video like this, if it's personal and meant to sound like a conversation you'd have at a coffee shop, is not like, do you need more leads? Are you losing leads through your website? You don't need that kind of hook. You need a hook that has them go, oh, this is a genuine person. Oh, this is really for me. Oh, this is not spam. That's what you need with this hook. And then the next thing here with these 3 light bulbs that you're turning on for them is basically you're offering to help, right? So everything is about coming to their, service, coming and offering them to help them, but you need to turn on 3 very important light bulbs. Number 1 is you can think of it as methodology or framework. Is like what is different about the way you approach things. Now, this was done for my audience here, my community, where we talk about selling AI growth website systems. It's everything you can build in high level. But even if all you're selling is voice AI or social media management, you need to start thinking to yourself, like, what is different about the way you do it? And quite frankly, some of this about addressing the elephant in the room might be we have figured out how to utilize AI to speed up our efforts to bring you the very best as quickly as possible. That is totally okay to say, right? I live in a very transparent world. Maybe your methodology and your framework is, I mean, for us as a website design company is we've seen far too many website design companies in the past that have built things for clients that are just brochures. What we build is an actual growth system. And so your website's going to do a lot more heavy lifting and your automations will be built in. Plus, our particular methodology, I'm being genuine with what we do at our company is we empower our clients. You'll never be handcuffed to us. We're always going to show you how you can grow, expand, and edit and update what we've built for you. And that becomes a really big differentiator. Basically, your goal here is not to sound like everybody else, but to sound genuine. Explain to people why you're approaching this differently. Is that pretty clear, Declan?
We're crystal clear. Crystal
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Then the other 2 really quick here, outer world and inner world. So outer world is who is this helping with case studies, statistics, testimonials of your clients. You don't necessarily have to show, your screen when you're recording this video and show all of your clients, but you can tell and drop quick things to help build that outer world result, right? Like for example, if I'm reaching out to a dog groomer, I will say, we just launched a website for a dog training company. They just did $106,000 last month through this system. We'd love to do something similar for you. And this is legit. So if you can't use your own case studies, if you truly are like essentially a beginner, you can go pull from examples in the world. Don't pretend like they're your clients.
Yeah.
Ethical, but you can go pull an example from the world and say, this is why this matters. This is what businesses are doing. That's why I say stats. You can pull from statistics and research articles. You could even quote Forbes, but you need something to turn on that light bulb for the person listening and going, oh, this gets results for people. Does that make sense?
Yep. 100%. So if you're loving the idea of sending these personalized videos out to prospects to turn them into paying clients and all this other stuff, we can help you with this process even further when you join my free community right down below. And the way you get in is you go to my 30-day free extended trial of Go High Level, not 14, but 30 days exclusive right down below. And you will get access to up to 7 live coaching calls per week where we run you through all kinds of different prospecting strategies to give you the hand-holding you absolutely need. So if you're interested in that, go down below, click that link, and sign up for free. Now, I want to let you know that you can try this entire thing risk-free for 30 days. Now, if you're like, I hate this was not what I expected, you can leave. No sweat off my back, but that is how sure I am that this is the best community on all of YouTube. And it is right down below. And if you click the link, you'll see testimonials and you'll see more in depth what we give, because we give trainings, communities, coaching, courses, like the whole 9 yards. You can even talk to me on Zoom. So it is incredibly powerful. So thank you so much. If that interests you, smash that link. Other than that, back to the video.
And then inner world is what objections might they have? And so every step of the process, you're always turning on these 3 light bulbs, but you have to remember that you're only turning them on for people to take the next step. And so you're not trying to overcome objections they have to buying your service. That's way too far ahead. You're overcoming what objections they might have to jumping on a call with you, if that's your next step, or whatever your next step is, filling out an application. right? Applying for something, seeing if they qualify, whatever it is. You have to overcome that objection that they might have. Well, for us with a co-discovery call, their objection might be, I'm too busy. I don't have time for that. Oh, that's too much work to look at my calendar and figure it out, right? I don't want to be on a sales call. I don't want to be sold to, right? So you have to come up with ways that you can express this. For us specifically, the call to action here and the invitation, we is the next part of this, and we make it easy for them to say yes because we talk about the co-discovery call as a benefit. I've had people offer to pay me after that call because they go, "Wow, you've helped me map out a plan for what I can build." And I don't know if anybody has, like, seen the Miracle on 34th Street. It's the Christmas movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And in that movie, in that film, it's the Macy's Day Parade, so it's like the Macy's, and then they start winning all this business because, they started telling people, "If we can't match or beat a price at a different store, we'll tell you where to go find the toy for your kid." It's that principle. So if you can start coming from a place of confidence and saying something like, you know, book this call because it's going to give you a plan whether you choose to work with me or not. Like, I'm here to help, here to serve. That then feels so powerful and it's a totally different positioning statement. One thing I'll say here, because I see it so many times, is at the end of this awesome video, because I've watched hundreds, probably going on 1,000 videos right now from people in my community where they have reached out to a business owner. And a common mistake during this invitation is they use the word if. Do not use the word if. If
Hmm.
this sounds good to you, if this resonates with you, if this is something you want to do to move forward, eliminate that, please, for your own sake. This is a transfer of confidence, and you should truly have confidence in the value of your time on the call with them to talk about their business, their automation, their goals. And so eliminate if, make it a confident thing, and tell them, here's the next step. You can book this call. Here's what it does for you, and here's why it's valuable. And I'll see you soon. And so that's really how you want to end that video. How long should the video be? I already mentioned it, but people always ask again at this point, as short as possible while still making it valuable. Because I also see there are people now who reach out with videos and they're good, but they don't say anything valuable. Have you ever seen these, Declan, where somebody just sends you a video and you can actually see that they took the time to screenshot your YouTube channel or your website, and you think, "Huh, I'll check it out, I'll watch it," and then they actually say nothing specific at all?
Yeah, they just I know. They just kinda yap and use it as a backdrop.
Yeah, and then I literally have nothing to walk away with, and most of the time, they're entirely missing this. There's a lot of outreach videos where they talk about, like, "Well, we help so and so do such and such. We got this company or this, personal brand this win," and they'll talk all about that, and then they'll go, "Just book a call." Well, they haven't talked at all about how they do things unique, and so I'm not interested in moving
So,
forward.
real quick, Paige. So you're basically saying these videos in very, very simple language, these are essentially lead magnets where you're going in and you are actually solving a small problem, or no? Like, or as value is provided, you're making known the problem, but you're also giving the solution, as opposed to doing the kind of like the hey, where you kind of it's like a quasi sales pitch. Or are you saying you go in and you're like, hey man, this just for example, say it's YouTube, you film their YouTube and you go, hey man, this thumbnail looks bad because you should have more shadowing behind you. You should probably put this in this. That. You're basically giving them a small solution to a
Yeah.
narrow problem, and then kind of the natural progression leads to your offer. Yay or nay?
Exactly, yeah, so that's the share value part while turning
Perfect.
on the light bulbs, exactly. Now we can actually share real things of value, and you're taking the time to do it. Yeah, you exactly nailed it. So down here, I've got a couple more resources of different ways you can kinda use this for a script outline, but I think what's better is me just showing you recording this. Would it be helpful if I kinda walked through an example?
Be awesome.
Okay. So, tips, obviously share your screen so that the person on the receiving end can see that it's for them right away. I love having an animated GIF in the email, and you can do that with several recording type software tools. Keep your screen moving. I see all the time where this video will drag on to 90 seconds, but then nothing else is moving on screen. And we are now wired for 3 to 6 second attention spans. Even if you watch television, you'll see that every 3 seconds the frame changes. So it's very, very important. And then you're better off sounding imperfect than sounding like a robot. So don't think that a couple of stumbles is going to be the thing that somebody thinks, oh, I'm not going to reach out to them or follow up. You're better off sounding like a legitimate human being because I see people overly produce it, put the teleprompter, it looks like they're reading it, they sound like a robot, they don't sound like, and if you don't have any heart in it, if you're literally just reaching out just to get cash from somebody's wallet into your bank account, if you don't have any heart in it, this is kind of a useless process for you. That sounded really dramatic. I don't really normally say dramatic stuff like that, but I guess I mean to say
I liked it. It was good.
I guess I mean to say, like, be a genuine person who cares. And when you can convey some emotion, and I know this is a lot easier for the ladies sometimes, but gentlemen, you too, when you actually when you put the heart behind this, it's gonna come across. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember that you're starting conversations to help people and build
Yeah.
their trust, right? Not just to sell them something on the first connection. You're
Yeah.
not trying to go from, no date at all to like we're getting married on the first.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I love that you're talking about this because I think this is really, really important. I think a good way, and this is just building on top of exactly what you said, Paige, is, and this is a big Alex Hormozy thing, but like give away the secrets, sell the implementation. Like it's in
Yeah,
order to actually, like what you're saying is have that kind of empathetic approach where you're actually helping,
yeah,
legitimately just help them. Like go and
exactly.
hey man, you need to do X, Y, and Z and show them for free. Because if you this is something that I've realized with a lot of people that when they do stuff like this is they literally hold back and then their videos or whatever their outreach you can tell because it looks like they're selling fluff. But if you
Yeah,
actually go, hey man, do this, and that, that's what I do, you're actually giving them something that they would actually use as opposed to kind of like this weird smoke and mirrors sales game. It's like just legitimately give them the thing that's going to help them, and most likely they're not going to want to do it. And it's so much easier. Don't
yeah.
don't do fluffy. Fluffy stuff is bad. It doesn't help.
So true. That is so true. So yeah, then here's your tips for recording: Zoom, Loom, your phone, whatever you can come up with to use. These are my favorite tools. I'm really loving Tele TV these days. I'm loving Dub. Here's in fact, again, if you want this guide, this is a quick start for setting up your Dub account. I'm going to show you why I love this. So here's a email that I got that was cold outreach from this company. You can see, look, they're following the idea here. Video, scrolling, animated GIF in the email. It's very compelling to want to click on. I clicked on it and I watched it, but the problem is on a mobile phone, which is like probably more than half of all internet experiences. So here's me watching it here on the computer, but when I'm on a mobile phone, if you want to watch it again, you get hit with this screen. This is like a brick
Ooh,
wall to me. So I'm
terrible.
like, I saw it and then I went back to it later and I'm on my mobile phone and Loom is now stepping themselves in the process of this, trying to get your information, and that is a brick wall. So it's one of the reasons why I actually prefer dub. And a dub video looks a lot like this. Same thing, animated GIF. And actually, my face should be in there, which I think I refreshed this the other day. Yeah. So, and I actually prefer, I'll kind of talk about this a little bit. I actually prefer waving at the camera like a goober or something that shows that you're really friendly. And this is what that page can look like. You can put your own logo on it, put a background image, don't make it too distracting. Choose the video button colors, and then you've got the buttons here. You can add your calendar, you can embed calendars, you can embed your high level calendar, whatever you want to do.
Wait,
That's it.
Paige, when you say sorry to interrupt, when you say wave, what do you mean? Can you show like a demonstration? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, well, like, I wave at the camera in the first, like, 2 seconds so that that part of the GIF
Oh,
is
I
picked
see.
up. So I'll
Okay.
hit record on a video so you can actually see, what it would look like, and so,
Perfect.
but anyway, this is just a tool that I really like, so if you want to just drop, guide in the comments here of this video, and you'll have that workshop guide, And in the workshop guide, I've got this dub quick start video. This will take you all of 15 minutes to get yourself set up on one of these landing pages. And then you download a Chrome extension. So here's us, having the Chrome extension, and then you can record through that Chrome extension with your camera. I am on Restream here with Declan, so it's probably not going to let me do that. But we're going to try and walk through the process as best we can so I can show you what I would do in this case. So let me drag these all over here. Let's see. So what I do before I film is I prepare the tabs. So we have the purple pet station. Where was the Google results for them? I don't know if we have that. I think I went past the Google results, right? So here we go. So I would have this stuff open, probably even start recording while I'm on their Facebook page here. And then now with the AI Studio, this is high level, guys. This is High Level's AI Studio. We can actually ask it to create something for us. And so I can take a link to this Facebook page right here for the Purple Poodle Studio, and I can say create a homepage. Whoops. For any thoughts or questions while I type this in, Declan?
No, I'm loving this. This is highly valuable. I appreciate you doing this page. I also love the attention to detail. I think with prospecting, it's the little things. And I think a big thing is when I have people on my channel, I talk to people page, when I see them kind of loosely explain stuff in my mind, it means that they don't even understand this process very well, or they don't do it. I can tell that you actually do this because you have so many resources on it. It's like, you know what I mean? You could teach it to a third grader, which I really appreciate because I do that in my videos. I break
Oh,
down stuff so narrow that it's like, you can't misunderstand, but it's also because I know it that well. And it seems like unless you're a master scammer that's really good at faking it, it seems like you really have done this many
I
times and you have those reps in as
yeah,
part of you.
I truly do have done it. This was a little bit of a hack that came through my community. You can actually go to Webflow templates. There's like 2,000 of them, and they're really pretty designs. And now we can ask AI Studio to mimic that. So going back in here,
Oh, that's
create a
cool.
homepage for Purple Poodle Studio, use the content from their Facebook page, right? We got the Facebook page, design it modern, add a calendar scheduling to their customers to schedule grooming, right? Use this style. And then we will put the link to this Webflow template. Send. How long did that take me? I mean, we were kind of multitasking while I typed it in, but now this is creating in the background. It's going to have us something that we can actually share. So you can see here, this is what it created for the Purple Poodle. And it really did pick that style from Webflow, signature services, etc. Right? Just kind of scroll through it, skim through it, book an appointment, right? Ready for, yeah. So this looks really, really good. I'm not going to do anything to change it. I'm just going to set up. I know this isn't even their address, but I'm just going to go ahead and set about. You could ask for updates, but we're just going to use this. This is good to,
And this got built in literally minutes
yeah.
using AI. I mean, this is a huge lead magnet right here. This is insane.
Yeah. So then I'm going to click on this icon right here to open it up in a new tab. That way we're just looking at this, not the studio builder. And then I like to organize my tabs, organize your frame of thought really quickly on how you're going to share these. So I've got my tabs in a row. I'm going to start on their Facebook page. I'm going to tell a quick story of or I'm going to turn on these light bulbs for them. I'm going to hit record on this video so you can see how I do it. I believe I need to just change the way you guys are seeing my entire screen here. Can you see that now? There we go. So this is the Dub desktop app. I'm just going to use this because I am here on Zoom, or sorry, with Restream with Declan. So I think that's going to help. So you can see me in the corner. I'm going to hit record, and I'm actually going to show you how I would go about recording this. And this is what I meant by wave. Hello, hello. Hi, Madison. And then sometimes, you know what? Things don't always go your way. That bar was in my way. I'm going to click to exit this. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm going to hit record. Hi, Madison. How's it going? I noticed that you are running the Purple Poodle Studio. I think that's super awesome. And I'm reaching out to you because I found you on Google. But actually, on Google, I noticed that you've got some great Google reviews. You've been in business. You know, you're down there on Main Street. You're really doing the thing. But when it comes to your website, it sort of leads me just back to a Facebook page, which not everybody has Facebook. And then I clicked here to check out to see what your website actually looks like, and it doesn't look like you own your domain. So I'm Paige, by the way, and I'm reaching out because with what we do now, we're able to utilize AI to speed things up. So I've actually built you a homepage already. And I think this could be really, really powerful for you because you know how we're all ordering Uber Eats and stuff on our phone at this split second. I would imagine there are customers of yours that just want to book that grooming appointment. And so this is more than just a website. What I would love to do is get together with you on Zoom and talk about all of the things that you're doing in your business, all of the services that you're selling, and build out actual digital systems, calendar scheduling, collecting payments, automating those follow-ups, automating your requests for Google reviews so people automatically are giving you 5-star reviews and bringing up your business in the search results. I put this together for you for free. This is obviously a draft. But the thing you can do next is click the button below and schedule time on my calendar. It's going to be a 45-minute session on Zoom where I'm actually going to go over with you things that you can build out for your business, whether you hire us or not. I'm just so fired up. I love what you're doing and I can't wait to serve you. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Right. And then click save and then upload. So this is now, I don't know if you guys can see my screen share. This has got like a modal screen right now. It's showing me that it's uploading. And then
we see your backdrop, which is like,
so here it is uploaded into my Dub account. I just give it a name. I call it Hey Madison. This is one of the reasons why I like Dub, Hey Madison. And I go ahead and copy it. So copy for email and gift preview. I come in over here. I go into high level. I add this person. How did I know this person's name is Madison? Well, it was on the Facebook page right here. Contact info, madisonross@hotmail.com. If you don't know it, you can actually ask AI who owns this business, who owns the Purple Poodle Studio Pet Salon. That's a lot of words. In Remington, Virginia, and AI can almost always tell you who that owner is. I'm putting them in here. I'm clicking save. And when I go to email Madison, that's all I have to do is type in a compelling subject line, put a sentence on here, and then do paste. Now I have an animated GIF of me waving. That's what I was talking about. Me waving, her backdrop, right? And on that page for the Purple Poodle Studio, when she clicks on this video, she'll be able to book a call with me. And that's a really simple thing for you to do in Dub. Where did Dub go? And in Dub, you just either choose a preset. You can actually set it by default that it'll have your calendar button on there, or you come down here and you add a call to action to your calendar, right? And you can add as many calls to action as you want. Now that that call to action is there, you can see what the landing page will look like for her. And so when Madison opens this up, she'll see this, she'll see she can schedule a strategy session, clear as day, right? So that is the full kind of process. And if you're willing to hit record on these videos and send them out, you never know that 2 hours of your time and your effort would land to conversations that will land a major deal. So your next step in the process is to get your co-discovery calls down pat. But I hopefully this video has really served you. Drop comments. We're always checking comments. We want to help. We want to see you win. But what do you think, Declan? I mean, would Madison have a hard time kind of like ignoring this video when she gets it in her inbox?
no, I think it would actually be super, super clear. But it also, I think more importantly, would get her familiar with you, which is honestly the hardest part about prospecting is trust. So no, I think this is golden. Now, real quick, what do they do after that? They just email it to them?
And then follow up. Yep. Email it to them, direct message to them, wherever you can find contacts, and then you follow up.
And you recommend, sorry, continue.
Yeah, you can call. That's what I was talking about earlier on. You call and you say, I'm just checking to see if you got my video. Is Madison available to talk?
Yep.
I noticed you guys don't have a website. I would have built you one. I sent you a video walking through it. Did you get it? No. Oh, well, what's the best email? What's the best phone number? That's where you take this from here.
And you recommend doing this on small scale, not blasting everyone with the same video. They're sending it personalized to that one contact.
Yeah. Put the reps in. Put the reps in. When you wanna do it at a bigger scale and you wanna, build things that you're sending off to 10,000 contacts, do your due diligence, to each their own. But, if you were able to get in an hour time frame, you would be able to send out 5 or 6 of these. If one of those leads to a conversation that's a 10K deal, are you willing to put in that time? Like, to me, that's what this is about. That's how this can work, and that's you putting in the reps so you get better and better at how you talk about things, and get people's attention. And I see a lot of other people in the high level space kind of talking about similar ideas. But now with AI Studio, you're sped up, you're sharing them something you already built. And as long as you position that next step for them with confidence that you're going to help them strategize how to make this even better for their business, you can't lose. You just got to get out there and do it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here. Is there any last points you want to share on this before we go, Paige? Anything else? Any final tips for people, whether they're beginners or advanced?
Be yourself. Be yourself and get rid of all the head gunk about how do I look on camera? Did I say it right? Did I stumble? And start thinking about the Madisons. Like, I think about her. When I hit record on that, I'm thinking about her. I'm not thinking about myself. So be yourself and start thinking about what you can do for her. She is paying rent on Main Street. She has staff. She has stressors. She has overhead. She needs digital systems. All these businesses do. I'm thinking about her. And when you can do that and you can come from a place of like true care, you're unstoppable.
I love that. Well, Paige, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you in the next one.
Yeah. See you soon. Thanks, Declan.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. More importantly, I'm going to be linking a video at the end of this video that's going to be a cold call tutorial because I want to give you as many ways as possible for you to know how to land paying clients with your high-level agency. And again, that video is going to be linked right here in literally like 5 seconds. So thank you so much for watching, and watch the video that pops up at the end of this one.